game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for Boston, speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. And it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And there's Green, and it's Bass in at the 4. And for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. And it's Bynum in at the center, filling out the middle. Then it's G, and it's Thompson in at the power forward position.
You know, the Cavs have been very mindful of remaining flexible in terms of the salary cap. And when you do this, you set yourself up to perhaps make a big splash in free agency at some point, and you know what's coming. They might have a chance to re-sign LeBron in 2014 with how their books look.
And that had been the rumor for a while. The Cavaliers looking to maybe mend some bridges and bring LeBron back into the mix when he hits free agency next year. Their books are certainly in order for it, Steve, and it might happen.
Hey, you never know. I mean, nobody expected LeBron to leave in the first place, so why not give yourself an opportunity? You are in his backyard in terms of LeBron's hometown, so I like what the Cavs have done. They've added young talent, but they've maintained flexibility just in case.
Now Rondo. After Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. Olynyk the pass to Rondo. Feeds it to Olynyk. Clock at 6. Olynyk sets a screen for Green. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Takes such a delicate touch to hit that fadeaway jumper with a man in your face.
Irving kicks to Waiters. About a minute played so far here in the first. And on the way from Irving for 3, and that one's good. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So it's Boston now. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's G after the made shot from Olynyk. Irving, good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Now here's Rondo. Outside, Green. Green gets a screen from Bass. Green with the ball. And it's Waiters picking him up. He used that pick to perfection.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Right wing. Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over
Well, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusted.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Here's Waiters after the made shot from Bradley. The tray, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at that three-point shot.
Celtics trail by 3. Bass with a screen for Rondo. The feed now to Bass. Bynum with the steal. Irving with it. Now guarded by Olynyk. G dishes to Irving. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Rondo, and that one's good.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
You know, it always amazes me, guys, when you look at Rondo, who really doesn't have a reliable jump shot. And yet, because of his quickness, he's still able to get into the heart of the defense and get shots at the rim in the paint. I mean, you just can't do that if teams are giving you space in the NBA unless you have the elite speed of a Rajon Rondo.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And here is Waiters. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Well, back to Rondo, Steve. How is he able to get in the lane like that, even with the defense sagging back and knowing he's going to do what he's going to do?
You know, he's incredibly clever with the ball. He's quick. He's savvy. And, you know, sometimes when you sag back, it actually gives the offensive player room to accelerate. And so Rondo kind of goes right at you and then gives you that little Ginobili sidestep and gets to the rim.
Fun player to watch, isn't he?
Sure is.
Free throw, good. Waiters.
Took a while for Dion Waiters to find his way in the NBA, but after about half a season, he really started to grow with the Cavs. Showed a lot of that potential as he put forth a much more efficient effort in the second half.
And so he makes both from the line. And Waiters, a strong-bodied combo guard, taking 4th overall. Clark in the 2012 draft out of Syracuse.
And, you know, he's drawn some Dwayne Wade comparisons for his slashing and finishing ability, and I can understand it, but hold up, folks. Don't get carried away with that yet. But I love what Waiters showed in his rookie year. He's got some playmaking ability, has active hands defensively, first-team all-rookie. He's going to be a key part of the Cavs going forward.
Here's G after the made shot from Bradley. Waiters with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Shot clock at 5. Shots good by Waiters.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Bradley passes to Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. Here's Bradley, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Now here's Bynum. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Thompson misses. Celtics trail by 3. Rondo kicks to Green. Back to Rondo. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. From the corner. Off the left rim and out.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Shots good by Waiters. Here is Rondo. Dishes to Olynyk. Thompson with the block. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Chris Humphries has checked in for Boston. Wallace comes in for Brandon Bass. Bradley with the ball, and it's Waiters picking him up. Green dishes to Bradley. Back to Green. 4 on the shot clock. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Goes up off the inbound.
In building this lead, they've been excellent at not allowing any good second chances.
Left side, Irving. Here's G. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 9 points for G.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
Rondo passes to Green. On the wing, Wallace. Back to Green. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Irving kicks to Waiters. Pass to Verejao. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs. Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Sullinger's checked in for Jeff Green. Bradley dishes to Humphries. Stolen by Verejao. Passes it to Irving. Back to Verejao. 6 to shoot. Shot by Bennett, no good. Celtics trail by 8. Bradley passes to Rondo. Out to Wallace. Humphries against Verejao. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by G. He kicks to Irving. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Now here's Rondo. Into Wallace. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Wallace has got his first points in this one.
See the way he times his passes so well? It's a great assist.
Bennett kicks to Verejao. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right, and to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
Now here's Rondo. The dish to Sullinger. Humphries with it. Now defended by Verejao. Here's Sullinger, and that one's good.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
That's good.
He is just tearing it up this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They have done a great job of securing rebounds as they come in this game.
Yeah, they have, Kevin. Well, they're blocking out and not waiting for the ball to come to them. I mean, that's what you got to do. I've talked about it countless times, Kevin. You can block out, but if you don't pursue the ball, you're not going to rebound it.
Boston making a switch here. Lee's checked in. And it's Rondo penetrating, rejected by Bennett. An even 3-on-3 break. Irving dishes to Bennett. Pass to Verejao. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Cavalier lead.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Here's Wallace. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Outside Irving to the inside. And that one's good.
You look at Irving and how much success he's had early in his NBA career. I think the only thing standing between him and true stardom right now is health. He's just had a lot of nagging injuries. He would love to put together an injury-free season. Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
And here is Jack. Left side, Jack. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Kyrie Irving, his first All-Star appearance last season, and just Clark his second year.
Well, you look at his age and what he's doing. Really a skilled scorer and playmaker already with size and athleticism. I like his savvy, too, Kevin. He's very slick in how he gets around the basketball court. This kid has a chance to perhaps be an MVP caliber player in a few more years.
The first one falls.
You look at Jared Jack, a well-traveled combo guard out of Georgia Tech. Boy, he's been playing his best basketball the last 2 seasons, and he certainly earned his new contract.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And going back to Jack, he can help you offensively. He gets in the lane, he draws fouls, he does a good job taking care of the ball. I hate to use the term, Steve, but I'm gonna. He truly is the jack of all trades.
Well, Jack also liked to jack it up from long range last year.
Yes, he sure did. I think he was over 40%.
He sure was.
Yeah. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. The pass to Bennett. The shot no good. Great D that time from Sullinger. Celtics trail by 14. Rondo kicks to Lee. Here's Wallace. Banked in off the glass. Wallace has got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
And Jack, here we go. Sullinger with the ball. Outside Rondo on the wing. Wallace hit his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. "19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Rondo, and it's Boston with another. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving attacking. It's stolen by Rondo. And now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. A slam dunk by Rondo. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
Yeah, it should. I mean, if that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 8, and the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
Kicks it to Olynyk. He dishes it to Green. Olynyk sets a screen for Green. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Jack, here we go. The shot misses.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Lee passes to Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Bass. Rondo dishes to Olynyk. Back to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Lee. Shoots a 3. Rondo can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Miles. Wide open shot is on the money. Miles has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Cavs. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Feeds to Olynyk. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And Jack kicks to Miles. Back to Jack. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 10. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Rondo passes to Bass. Celtics passing it around. Now here's Rondo. He has 6. Lee dishes to Rondo from the high post. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. That's going to be on Jarrett Jack.
You know, there aren't too many drive and dish point guards out there anymore, but Rondo is the epitome of that type of guard in the NBA. He is always looking to make a move and create space for a teammate, and his assist totals reflect that.
First free throw is good.
Oh my God.
Well, Clark, you talked about Rondo's playmaking. I think Steve and I agree. He's led the league in assists per game the last 2 seasons in that very important category, Steve, and I think that speaks volumes.
It's pretty incredible what Rondo has been able to accomplish in the NBA. Fell to late in the first round to the Celtics back in his draft class, but here he is developing into one of the top point guards in the league. You know, coming into last season, Tristan Thompson watched a lot of tape. He noticed he was getting a shot blocked too often inside. So he reached out to Zydrunas Ilgauskas, who's on the Cleveland management team, for some help. And Big Z absolutely had an impact on Thompson's game with his advice.
It's stolen by Jack. Now Cleveland moving it up, and G with the stuff.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. For Tristan Thompson, Steve, as you mentioned, more efficient last season. Clark upped his field goal percentage by about 5%.
Yeah, he did a nice job there, but he still had a few too many of his shots packed for me. And that means you've got to be able to get your shots off quicker and differently. So that's what I think he's got to look at. Facing up more, going quicker to his move, and then, as I said earlier, developing a go-to move is something he's got to handle.
Here's Green. The feed to Bradley. Outside for Rondo. Dishes it to Olynyk. 6 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Kelly Olynyk, a 7-foot junior, actually spent 4 years at Gonzaga, but couldn't crack the rotation early on, so he redshirted during his junior year. And boy, did that pay off. Had a fantastic final year at Gonzaga and a very skilled big man who has a chance to be pretty good.
That free throw good from Olynyk. And Olynyk, a tremendous skill level for a 7-footer. He actually played point guard for much of his high school career before that dramatic growth spurt around his junior season in high school, Clark.
Kevin, the growth spurt was 7 inches in 1 year, and I think that's part of why he needed that redshirt year at Gonzaga. You think about it, the way he improved his upside is pretty impressive.
Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, originally from Canada, spent his teens in British Columbia. About a 7-hour drive from the Zags campus in Spokane.
Here's Bynum. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And back to Olynyk, probably the most efficient player in college basketball last season. But Clark, questions lingered about the level of competition in the West Coast Conference.
Well, I think it'll be an adjustment dealing with the NBA size and strength no matter what level of competition you played in college. But I think he'll still have a way of separating himself because he's highly skilled.
That free throw good from Bynum.
Tell you what, when he's healthy, Andrew Bynum is the real deal inside. I mean, he's one of the most impactful centers in the league. His size and ability to score inside can make him tough to guard and hard to deal with, and he simply just has to take advantage of that height and weight to be a force.
No good on the second free throw. Talking about Bynum, Steve, the talent undeniable, but after missing so much time with the injury, you know, the question for him revolves now and for the rest of his career around his health.
Yeah, that's the question. That's what you wonder about. Can he ever come back, particularly as a big player? You know, big guys have so much weight coming down on those joints. And even though Bynum is still young and medicine has come a long way, I mean, we really don't know what to expect with his future.
Here's G. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Some of the quickest hands in the league on him, guys, and we see it in how often he's able to poke a ball loose just as his man is going up for the shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm sure he was pretty happy with those numbers.
That free throw good from G.
Complete domination. What a game for G. 12 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
You know, a big part of why the Celtics dropped so much last season was they weren't very good on the road. Ended with a 14-27 record away from home, which was by far the lowest of any team in the East that made the playoffs.
Here's Olynyk, and the shot is good. Olynyk's got 8 points.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Jack kicks to Waiters. Pass to G. Outside Jack. There's the 3. That's good. Jack's got 5 points now in the quarter. And as you said, Clark, rarely can you win just over a third of your road games like the Celtics did and expect to make the playoffs. And had they played closer to 500 on the road, you know, Steve, there's a good chance they could have ended up as the 5th or the 4th seed.
Well, and in the Celtics case, it wasn't their defense, Kevin. It was their offense that betrayed them when they went out onto the road. They just couldn't win the close games. And some of it was just age and injury. But so many of those road losses from last year just came back to haunt them, and that's why they ended up with that 7 seed.
A step-back shot here. And the layup's good off the glass. Jack's got 9 points.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Bradley passes to Rondo. Back to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And that's now 9 points for Avery Bradley. And Jack kicks to Waiters. Pass to Thompson. There's the dish to Waiters. Back to Thompson. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Celtics trail by 12, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. There was a lot of speculation on what the Cavs would do leading up to last summer's draft. No clear-cut number 1, and they had a handful of guys to select from and even tried to shop the pick. Ultimately, they shocked everyone and took Anthony Bennett first overall. They're hopeful it works out as well as their last few number 1 picks, guys.
Yeah, great young player and certainly a stand-up individual. Thanks, Doris. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Bradley dishes to Rondo. He kicks to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Olynyk. Back to Green. Shoots a fader. but he recovers it. That one a little long.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Rondo against Jack. Here's G. He's got 12. Raiders no luck.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Now Rondo. And there's the pass to Bass. Now here's Rondo, defended by G. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Rondo playing well. He has 11 points and 5 assists.
He's just been making one play after another, from one baseline to the other, covering the whole court.
Full throttle up and down the court. He has not let up one bit.
And he knocks down the first one.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know, last season, I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sullinger's checked in for Olynyk. Humphries comes in for Brandon Bass. And Wallace subbed in for Green. He doesn't get the second one. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner, very close to another. But it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
Wallace, the pass to Humphries. Rondo with the ball. Now guarded by Verajao. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Jared Sullinger. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Now here's Waiters, guarded by Bradley. The kick out to Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 13 points.
Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. Already knocked down 2 in the first.
The drive by Rondo. Kept alive. Tries yet again. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Jared Sullinger.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Rondo off the pick from Sullinger. And it's good. 14 points for Rajon Rondo.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Irving against Rondo. Back to Irving. And here is Waiters. 6 points for him. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Waiters got 8 points.
The only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Rondo kicks to Wallace. Outside Bradley. Pass to Sullinger. 7-foot shot, and it's sent back by Waiters.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Verajao with a screen on Bradley. Here's Bennett. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Sullinger inside. Verajao on it. Count the bucket. Humphries has got his first points in this one.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
You know, one reason why the Cavs struggled, guys, throughout the season and eventually would find themselves back with the #1 pick was that they were really just terrible at home. Did nothing really to protect their home court.
Lee's checked in for Boston. .131 left in the first half. Bennett with it. Kicks it to Miles. He dishes it to Bennett. Clock at 6. Irving drives in. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter. At times for teams on a road trip heading into Cleveland was a bit of a pit stop, just a break to catch their breath, as Cavaliers were just not an intimidating team to play in this building.
No, not at all. In fact, they only amassed 14 home wins, which was the second fewest total in the entire NBA. So the Cavs have a long way to go, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel if you're a Cleveland fan. A lot of talent. They get Varejao back. This is an exciting season for the Cavs as we move forward.
And Waiters kicks to Irving. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. That's good for Miles on the assist by Irving. Miles has got 5.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ball is down low. Defended by Miles. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
12 seconds.
Humphries dishes to Sullinger. And he gets it to go. Sullinger's got 8 points here in this quarter. Here comes Irving. 15 points in the game. And another 3 for Cleveland. 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Waiters.
Lee outside. No good on that last second attempt there. And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers on top, up by 12. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's hump day, and this is 2K Sports at the half. Glad you're along for the ride. At Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cavaliers out in front against the Celtics. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. We've seen Kyrie Irving producing at will against the Celtics. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field, shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket buying. And still in it, the Celtics hanging around. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. Rajon Rondo leading them in scoring. He's got 14 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he's seen the court so well tonight. He's made some phenomenal passes here in the game so far in that first half.
You know, some folks say he's not a playmaker, but he's dispelling all of that nonsense.
Green kicks to Rondo. Lets it go from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. On the wing, Irving. Finds, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Now here's Rondo. He feeds it to Bradley. there's the call on Bynum. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Irving against Rondo. There's the bucket. Good. Rondo's got 16.
Getting off on the right track here early to start the half with some penetration.
Irving against Rondo. Nice move. He stepped back and cashed it up. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
He had no problem knocking down that shot, and a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse. You know, a lot of players in this league are so clever with the ball, they can make defenders look foolish. That's what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, he's just a magician with the ball.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Feeds to Thompson. Now here's Waiters. He's covered closely. Back to Thompson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And going back to Kyrie Irving, ambidextrous, they say, with the ball in his hand.
He really is. He can go both ways, and he plays with such great pace and energy offensively. Keeps the ball tight on the string, a true point guard, and I think his assist numbers will only climb as the offensive players around him continue to get better.
Steve was saying he was amphibious. I didn't understand that at all, Steve. That one is off.
It looked to me as though the Cavs seemed to take a step backwards last year in their development. It wasn't that they lost any players. They just failed to take the next step in terms of competing in the Eastern Conference.
And he sinks the second. Cavs did have a hard time against other Eastern teams, had a hard time against any team really, but in games against the East, Steve, they went 18-34. That's not going to cut it.
No, and the only division that the Cavs really held their own against was the Southeast, which was obviously pretty weak. So this was a Cleveland team that knew it was going to struggle. They did struggle, but again, hope for the future with a lot of young talent. And remember, they got the #1 pick, Anthony Bennett.
This one for 3, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 20.
Absolutely on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Bradley gets a screen from Bass. Bradley kicks to Olynyk to the wing right side. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bradley. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Irving drives in. No good on the 3-point try from Waiters.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, 2 lottery picks this year out of Canada. Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, taking 13th, and Anthony Bennett out of UNLV, the surprise first overall pick. With the presumptive #1 pick next season coming from Canada, it seems Canadians are taking over the NBA. Bennett said this shows that basketball is on the come-up in Canada. We have a lot of young talent, players in college right now. So the next couple of years should be good for us. Kevin?
Oh, you gotta like that. Thanks, Doris. Now a timeout called by Boston.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable. But last year seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Rondo against Irving. Green. Cavaliers with the rebound. G's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
And he makes the first.
Well, it looked like another year where Tristan Thompson would just be a role player for the Cavs. But when Anderson Varejao went down with the injury, Thompson really seized the opportunity to become a more prominent player for the Cavaliers, and he made a lot of improvement.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And you look at Thompson, a force on the offensive glass to be sure. How big a scorer, Clark, do you think he can be?
Well, I don't know if he's a shooter based on the form. He's got some mechanics that he needs to work out in his shot. But I love his arms, his length, his bounce, his motor. I think he continues to work on his post moves, develop a go-to move. Who knows, he could become more than serviceable as an offensive player.
The shot's good from Bynum.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Irving against Rondo. Inside. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. Outside Irving. There's the feed to Bynum. Let's go. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound in this one. That's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Bradley kicks to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Bynum, the pass to Irving. Launches a 3. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Here's Olynyk. Waiters grabs the miss. Waiters got his 5th rebound in this one. Dishes to Irving. Pass to Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Waiters. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Green dishes to Bradley. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
And they call an illegal screen here.
They're doing a great job of not giving the ball away, and that's a big reason why they're winning.
Some changes for Boston. Chris Humphries has checked in for Olynyk. Wallace comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Lee in for Bradley. Celtics trail by 20. Green with a screen on Irving. Rondo kicks to Humphries. Into Wallace. Nice ball movement by Boston. Rondo passes to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
3 seconds on the shot clock. 3.
Clock is at 3. The drop.
That was wicked! Hard, high, and strong. Give it up.
Their bench just erupts at that one. They loved it.
Slick. That was just amazing to watch.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Irving gets a screen from Varejao. Passes it to Jack. Fires for 3. Cannot hit. Now Boston takes it the other way. Green with a screen for Lee. Off the pick. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky. You know, last season a mid-level signee by the Celtics. Competes at the defensive end. Offensively, he's a good shooter with his feet set from long range, and really kind of likes the corner pocket three-pointers.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh my God.
And for Courtney Lee, probably his best shot, Steve, is that three-pointer.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's a guy who can get out and transition and finish at the rim, but he's got a career three-point average of about 38%. So look for him to be even more aggressive firing away out there.
Sellinger's checked in for Boston. And both free throws good for Lee.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Irving against Rondo. Irving gets a screen from Varejao. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Talk about great numbers for Irving. He has 20 points, and he's drained 4 three-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, it looks like he's in for a big night.
Free throw, good, Irving. And he makes both free throws.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on the winning streak after the injury.
Sullinger with the bucket. Sullinger's got 12 in the game.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Here's Irving. He's got 22. And that's a foul called on Chris Humphries. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So it's the Cavaliers now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Bennett dishes to Jack. He kicks it to Bennett. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He has 6. Well, Clark, as you said, with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury. And overall, Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players from Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
Outside Jack. Bennett kicks to Irving. Varejao with a screen on Rondo. Varejao setting the pick for Irving, and it's sent back by Wallace. And the shot is long.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Miles, that's good.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Miles! The dish to Humphries. On the wing, Wallace. Now here is Humphries. He's guarded closely. Back to Wallace. 6 to shoot. Bennett the pass to Irving. He with the block, and he's able to get it back. Celtics trail by 19. Humphries sets a pick for Wallace. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Wallace has got 8.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Well, Gerald Wallace still a good player in this league, but not quite the defensive lockdown defender and difference maker that he once was.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Mike Brown was just going over the plan with his team. He wanted them running a more structured offense. He said, this isn't playground basketball. We need guys working together to create better opportunities. He went on to talk about playing a strong defensive game in the paint and denying any easy opportunities inside. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Now Rondo. He's got 22. And the pass to Humphries. Wallace outside. Pass to Sullinger. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Rondo. Another shot. And there's the lay-in. 2 points right there from Sullinger. Sullinger's got 16 points.
He's a high-effort guy, always looking for the offensive rebounds. He's got a skill set that coaches love to encourage.
Yeah, he's kind of like a pushover parent. You know, somebody that lets you have your way all the time. He'll give you plenty of seconds if you don't pay attention to him.
And Wallace Clark, known as Crash for his aggressive play style. Always a high motor.
Yeah, he's always in the mix. Really aggressive, a guy who rebounds well for his size, will attack you in the open court off the dribble. An all-star and all-defense first team in 2010. Terrific athlete, gives you 100% when he takes the floor. He's got to up his production this season.
13 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Offside Rondo. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Wallace left side. Knocked loose. And it's blocked by Miles. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Cleveland leading by 17. Bennett setting the pick for Irving. Kicks to Waiters. He dishes it to Bennett. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Varejao blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Varejao's got 8 points.
Tell you what, does not matter what the score is. He's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Rondo off the pick from Sullinger. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Outside Irving. Irving gets a screen from Bennett. Here's Miles. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Rondo. The shot, no good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 19. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland leading by 19 points. Irving dishes to Bynum. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Waiters. And the 3 off target.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Rondo kicks to Green. Back to Rondo. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Outside Bradley. 5 to shoot. Bynum with the block. Outside Irving. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Cleveland?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Tell you what, I don't know of any players that like to miss time during an NBA season, but no player especially wants to miss time because of a bowling accident. One of the bigger head scratchers last season was Bynum's absence because of knocking over some bowling pins.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Bynum gets a screen from Irving. Over to the wing. G passes to Waiters. That three off the mark. And for Bynum, that setback with his knee suffered bowling. You don't normally think of bowling as hazardous.
Well, it depends how you play. Personally,
Well, that's true.
I've always felt bowling can be very physical, but I play a different style. I know you probably just roll the ball down the lane.
What do you mean different? What do you mean different style?
I attack the pins. I attack. I'm aggressive as a bowler. You're probably just like you just take two hands and just kind of gently roll the ball.
Of course, I want to hurt my back. First one falls for him.
Well, a good one here for Olynyk. 9 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
Well, that's important. I mean, get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
Both free throws good from Olynyk.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Waiters dishes to G. Outside Irving. Rejected by Bass. Here's G. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Celtics trail by 17. And here's Rondo. Bradley kicks to Green. Fades away. That's good. Irving with the ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Waiters passes to Thompson. Waiters with the ball. Now Green defending. Bynum with a screen on Rondo. 6 to shoot. Irving attacking, and that one's good.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass with a screen for Rondo. Here's Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. That's 12 points for Avery Bradley. Cleveland leading by 14. Now, here is Irving. Out to the right wing. G dishes to Bynum. Elbow shot. That one wide left.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Rondo kicks to Olynyk, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is, always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
Yeah, regardless of whether he's having an off night or not, and that's what makes him such a great leader, just always trying to help his team any way he can.
And here's something else I love about him, guys. If one of his teammates is on the fringes of the game, maybe not as involved as he should be, and he takes it upon himself to get him involved.
Irving kicks to G. Puts up a 3. Here's Bynum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bynum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Outside Rondo fires the 3. Yep, it's good. And another 3 from Bradley.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Feeds it to G. The kick out to Irving. to Bynum. From the arc. Again, Irving missing. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Rondo. Outside Bradley. Outside Rondo. And it's sent back by Bynum. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And G with the stop.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Celtics trail by 15. Rondo off the pick from Bass. It's Bradley on the wing. He's covered by Waiters. Bradley passes to Rondo. Back to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Irving gets a screen from Thompson. Irving attacking. Down low. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of it.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I think he was just enjoying the moment up there.
Outside Rondo. Now the feed to Bass. Irving against Rondo. It's Bradley on the wing. Olynyk dishes to Bradley. And it's Rondo penetrating. Olynyk uses the glass to finish the layup. Olynyk's got 4 points in the quarter. So it's the Cavaliers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Timeout called Cleveland. Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thank you, Doris. Bynum gets a screen from Thompson. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Olynyk. Bynum kicks to Irving. Bynum with a screen on Rondo. On its way from Irving for 2. That's in, coming off the assist from Bynum. That's now 26 points for Kyrie Irving. Celtics trail by 17. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. Rondo passes to Green. Outside Bradley. Outside Rondo. Dishes it to Bass. Cavaliers with the rebound. Bynum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving against Rondo. Irving kicks to Thompson.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Thompson. He has 9 rebounds and also a block shot. Talk about on fire. Nearly everything's going in for him right now.
He's got the magic touch right now, guys.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
A bit of a down season, guys, for Brandon Bass on this past season. His numbers were down pretty much across the board. At 28 years old, he should be in his prime. We'll see how he bounces back this season.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Looks for Bynum, gets it to him, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bynum's got 10 points here in the second half.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Bass with a screen for Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Bass. And it's Bradley off the drive. Olynyk can't hit. And Bass, Steve, a face-up four. He likes to play in the high post.
Yeah, he likes to kind of face up and either hit that mid-range jumper or drive around you. But I think the best improvement from Bass came at the defensive end of the floor. Doc Rivers really showing praise last year during the playoffs for Bass's defensive improvement.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Rondo dishes to Bradley. On the wing. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Irving passes to G. He kicks it to Waiters. That three off the mark.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. 14 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Here's Bynum. Shot is off. Excellent defense from Olynyk. Celtics trail by 17. Rondo drives in to the inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Brandon Bass taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And it's checked in for Thompson. And so Bass nails both of them.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Here's Irving, and Rondo sends it back. And Waiters kicks to Bynum. Tries again. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Bradley off the drive. Puts up a 3. Rondo, no good. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a 5-man team game where the ball moves. There's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch. It seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're losing by 17. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He'd like them to better establish the transition game, to pick up the tempo and put pressure on the defense in the open floor. Also, he wants them getting energetic on defense. He told them to cover the whole court and try to cause as much chaos as possible. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Leaps for it. Waiters dishes to Bennett. Passes it to Bynum. Kicks it to Bennett. 6 on the shot clock. Green with the block. Here's Bynum, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bynum's got 12 points in just the second half.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for him in the end.
And nobody really saw a performance like this coming. But it was a big-time game for Irving. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Bynum sets a screen for Irving. G passes to Irving. Irving double team. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Sellinger's checked in for Olynyk. Wallace comes in for Jeff Green. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Crawford outside. The dish to Lee. Jack against Crawford. Back to Lee. The pass to Crawford. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
2 seconds on the shot clock. 2.
Just 2 to shoot. No good on the quick 3.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4.
And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
Here is Miles. Pass to Jack. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Andrew, a great performance tonight. Were you feeling more and more comfortable as this game wore on?
Yeah, I felt pretty good in the second half. I thought I did a decent job defensively, but I posted up deep, got the ball, and went to work with it.
Decent is an understatement, Andrew. Thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.